Hello and welcome to this Nature's Sunshine Academy webinar. Today we're going to be talking about Zambroza, antioxidants and free radicals so that we understand a little bit more about the role of Zambroza in our daily nutrition and how it can help us to stay healthy. So what is Zambroza? Well, Zambroza is a really powerful blend of antioxidants that have been sourced from all over the world. We've done a lot of research over the years and this is the most powerful mix of antioxidants that we've been able to find. But in order to understand antioxidants properly, first of all we need to understand a little bit about what free radicals are and the oxidative stress process. So what is a free radical? Well, you hear them talked about sometimes on the TV, on different adverts and so on. Basically they're an atom, a molecule or an ion with an unpaired electron which makes it unstable and very unhappy. And you see this sort of thing going on all the time. So if you see iron rusting, that's free radical damage. If you see butter or food going off, that again is free radical damage. It's oxidative stress is the other word for it. And in the body it's caused by all different kinds of things, so different foods, particularly fried foods, exercise, adrenaline, not just in your own adrenaline that you make yourself, but in meat as well. And sunlight will do it. That's why you can get wrinkles if you go out in the sunshine for too long. So the free radical is a very unhappy molecule and it wants to be stable, so it has two different ways of becoming happy and stable again. Here's the first option it has. So here's our free radical on the left here. What it can do is steal an electron from another molecule, which then makes that molecule unhappy because that becomes unstable minus its electron, and that then goes on to create another free radical. That free radical then has the same problem and it steals again from another molecule, and you can end up with a chain reaction going on where you get hundreds and thousands of these free radicals. So here's the other option that we have to neutralize free radicals. We take an antioxidant. The antioxidant can spare an electron, so it's quite happy to donate one to the free radical and it still stays stable itself, which goes back to making a happy, stable molecule. If we have stable molecules, we have healthy cells. So let's look here at the relationship between free radicals and oxidative stress. Again, we have the free radical on the left here. The free radical can actually go into the cell and damage the DNA. So the DNA is like your blueprint, and when your cells reproduce themselves, which is thousands of times each day because your body's constantly regenerating itself, if the DNA is damaged, it doesn't copy properly, and that can lead to a lot of different things. First thing is premature aging. So because each cell is vastly different from the last one, the aging process starts to speed up a little bit, and you get lots of health complaints that are associated with aging. Inflammation is another problem that you can have. Joint disease is another, and damage to the arteries. So the antioxidants that we think of, particularly in terms of nutrition, are vitamins A, C and E, the minerals zinc and selenium, and there are some others as well that we're learning more about nowadays. CoQ10, which is something that's quite popular at the moment, that's specifically used for the cardiovascular system. Also bioflavonoids and rutin are very well-known antioxidants, again for the cardiovascular system. So let's look at Zambroza then and what the ingredients are and how they're particularly helpful as antioxidants. So the first one, which is the main ingredient, is one called Mangosteen, which comes from Thailand, and it contains the highest known level of xanthones, which is a powerful form of antioxidant. Now in Thailand it's considered by many different Thai traditional healers to provide significant health benefits, and it's a very well known and highly esteemed antioxidant product in Thailand. The second one is wolfberry, as it's put on the label, but we know it better as goji berry, and it's very popular in China and the Himalayas. It's rich in another kind of antioxidant, which is zeaxanthin, and that acts as a natural sunblock for the eyes, so it helps to protect your eyes from being damaged by sunlight. Apples, which everyone knows, are very rich in antioxidants, so there was the old saying, wasn't there, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Nowadays it would be sort of 10 or 20 apples a day, but anyway, we've got a very potent form of apple juice in the Zambroza, and it's particularly useful for soothing and nourishing the digestive system as well. Blueberry has been researched quite a bit recently, and it's been found by the US Department of Agriculture to be one of the richest and most easily absorbed sources of antioxidants that we know. Raspberry as well has been identified as a rich source of antioxidants, but they have a particular affinity for the cardiovascular system and for cell reproduction. Concord grapes, they have a very specific effect upon the liver and the circulatory system in particular. Now our Zambroza contains the whole grape, so that's not just the flesh of the grape but the skin and the seeds as well, and they have their own individual health-giving properties, so we put the whole thing in. Zambroza also contains an amount of green tea which is rich in flavonoids. They help the immune and the digestive systems, and red grape as well, which was traditionally used to nourish the liver and the kidneys. Now, antioxidant potency is measured by a system called ORAC, which is the oxygen radical absorption capacity, and Zambroza's ORAC score a few years ago when it was tested was 51,939. That came out as twice as good as the next closest competitor. So how to take Zambroza then finally? You take 15 ml, which is about 3 teaspoonfuls. Some people like to take it in water and some prefer just to leave it neat, but you take that anyway twice a day. And Zambroza is also suitable for vegans and vegetarians. It's dairy-free, gluten-free and soya-free as well. So that's the end of our webinar on Zambroza. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, obviously please do email me. The email address is ukhealthsciences@natr.com. And I hope to speak to you again soon. Goodbye.